everyone. I know you can't see me. I wanted to give you a little bit of a different angle tonight, so you can kind of see pretty well what I'm doing. And I'll keep popping up to see if I have any comments, but I'm just going to do a quick little, this is just a cheap little board. It's a fake chalkboard. So if you have a fake chalkboard, you should wax it just to protect your surface and the chalk paste. I've used this one several times, as you've seen on my lives, so I'm actually not going to wax it, just because I decided not to. If you have a brand new transfer that you've never used, you should not wax it, unless you're using an actual chalk couture board. Okay, so I'm just gonna simply do this in white, and then I usually like to mix it up, but I think I'm just gonna stick with white and my mini squeegee for now. And I'm just gonna go ahead and open my white. The new ones don't have this. The new ones have the seal for your protection, but it's actually like stuck into the lid, so you don't have that little extra step. So to show you my nice creamy chalk paste. And there's two ways I can do it. I can either plop it down with this and then move it around my squeegee. I just prefer to stick my squeegee in. So I'm going to grab this and make sure you're at a good angle where you guys can see it, okay? Okay, so I'm just going to scoop out angled side. So I'm going to put the paste on the angled side. And I'm just going to, I usually turn my board because I'm right-handed. I do the same thing when I write. And just put it on. You can see there's a little bit of chalkboard around the edge of my transfer. So if I went over the edge, it go on the chalkboard, it's chalk, it erases. Not a big deal. You can go any angle you want. We'll start doing a little bit more ink. Ink, you do have to be a little bit more careful of how much you put on and the angle that you go at. More or less because it's permanent, it stays wetter longer. You just want to be careful when you're doing that. But often if you mess up with ink, you can easily cover it up with something else. It's more or less until you like get used to doing it and get good at it. It does not take long, and honestly you could just take like a hand towel and keep practicing on it. Remember, a jar. Ink only comes in the jars, but I do have sample kits that I put together that have little teeny tiny ink jars in them, so that you can do that. And I'm just going to put my two things aside that I'm going to need to wash, and I'm going to pull this up. So nice and easy, so you can see my little peel reveal. And I could easily mix colors, but this is just a cute little, I can't say I love you enough. And this, I'm going to throw my stuff onto my little towel so I can wash it. So I'll put this here so you can see it. Hopefully I've got this at a good angle for you guys. A little bit. Alright. So I'll put you here so you can see it, and this so I can clean. And just spray it down with water. If I have a water bucket, it just sits in the water bucket. As you've seen, the water bucket really helps it loosen up. You can easily do it in the sink as well. And then I've got my eraser. And I'm just cleaning this up while I've got that chalk paste drying on there, because I'm going to add a couple little embellishments. And then of course you've got these, so I'm just going to clean that off. I'm going to just set it out to dry. Honestly, I just leave it out like this, and then next time I go to do one, I just put them back to the side in my little jar that has my stir sticks in it and the squeegees. And just dry it up a little bit. So now the transfer is the big thing. Just kind of wipe it off. You can see lots of white on it. I pretty much covered it all in white. You should see that starts to come off. And I'm pushing the chalk paste through the transfer to the other side. And when I lift it up, you actually will see an image of this on the little drying, the little wash mat that I've got it on. It's just a cheap dollar store for under your dish drainer kind of thing. So you can see it pushed it through. It does have stuff on the back, obviously, because I pushed it through. You will notice a little bit of glitter on this because the glitter's not hurting anything. You can see it's not hurting anything at all. But the other night when I did this one, that is all glittery in the Shimmer Orchid. So it's the same exact design, it just looks different. One's on a canvas, one's on a big chalkboard. And like I said, if you have like Clorox wipes, any of those kind of wipes, the alcohol in them helps clean it, actually helps it dry sooner. And then you can see my water's a little dirty, so if I just grab out a little wipe. Usually I'll do this if I'm doing something small and I don't feel like running to the sink. Like, I'll just wipe it off, make sure it's nice and good. I don't care if it's still wet. I'm going to hold it up to the light because I want to make sure that all my little silkscreen area is nice and clean. There's no chalk paste stuck in there. So I'll give it one last little spray. Just so I feel confident that it's nice and clean. Again, using a water bucket is easier. You know, you really hit it well with all areas. So I will leave those out to dry tonight. Toss my little thing in the garbage. And I am pretty much done. I'm going to slide this up out of the way so it can sit for the night. Pay no attention to my filthy board here. Pay no attention to that. As you can see, I'm kind of like smearing the chalk paste that's on the eraser. Okay, so we've got this, and I was going to put like, so I've got my little 3D butterflies here that I was using the other night, so I'm going to pop a couple of them out and put them on the edge of this board just to give it a little something extra. So these are really, really thin plastic, and they have like a little bit of glitter on them. All different kinds and sizes. I am going to order some more that are all colorful. So to start out with, I just got a simple little black and white ones. So there's a couple, and maybe I'll do like one more little black butterfly here. And as you see, they just pop right out of the plastic. They're just tagged a little bit. Alright, so I've got those, and then they have these little stickers, and honestly you could use any kind of, these are like double-sided stickers. You can use any kind of glue or anything. I could use hot glue or just regular school glue. And so I just fold them in the plastic so I can then stick them on. And bend the butterfly wings however I want. There's some that I found that are like a double layer. So it really gives more depth to the butterfly. So it's going to be kind of cool. So I'm just bending it around the body so that the body is going to be what gets the sticker and sticks. So, anybody who didn't see the other night, stuck a little butterfly on my deer's butt. It looks cute though. It looks like almost like a little tail on the side. It's really good. Alright. I'm going to pop off some little stickers for this. You can see I stick it on, and then I peel off the little white parts either side because it's a double-sided sticker, and I'm just going to stick it on here and just hold it down. And then of course I can bend the wings up however I want. I'm just going to do the same thing with both of these. There are ones that also have little magnets on them, so if you have a magnetic board or something, you can easily do that. I'm just smoothing these down here, and then I'll pop the wings up. So really, I guess you could make these butterflies yourself. We have the little butterfly transfers that are different sizes. Just making sure the sticker's stuck on there, and then popping the wings up to whatever desire I want. So here we go, a couple little extra. So, like if I wanted to use a little bit bigger butterflies, like, oh god, I mean, if I really wanted to do the massive butterfly, I could do this on paper, regular paper, cardstock paper, chalk it on there, then cut it out with scissors, and essentially do the same thing. So, yeah, I'll see if I can dig out some cardstock, and we can try that one night, just to show you how you can easily do that. You can use watercolor paper where it looks almost like you've watercolored it, especially if you water down the chalk paste. Alright, that's my live for tonight. Let's make sure you've got this okay on camera, where everybody can see it. So, oops, we've got got this little thing here. The light's a little odd. We've got that little light, and I'll take a picture and I'll post it with the deer and the butterflies and the, I can't say I love you enough, so this is your reminder. So we've got the little deer and him together. All right, I'm gonna sign off tonight, and you guys have fun. Bye.